Hello everybody, this is me Qua. Today we will be reviewing the Transformers Superlink Inferno. My brain kind of blinked there for a second. And yeah, now I might be asking, what are the differences between this and the US version? Well, glad you asked. Any of this, like this plastic is kind of like a whitish gray, or an eggshell gray, I guess is the best way to put it. Whereas the US version was just like a Games Workshop gray, is the best way to put it. And this gray, or white, I should say, or whatever, just pops a lot better than that awful gray that the original toy was. The blue also just looks a little more vibrant, at least to me. I don't know if that's me just misremembering it, or if they did use a bluer plastic, because looking at this more, I think it's actually a brighter blue. But yeah. His arm can turn 360. His arm can go up that far. He has a 90-degree elbow. I think there's rotation in the hands. No, it doesn't feel like there's give. That's weird. It could have easily had wrist articulation, but it doesn't. His noggin can turn, most certainly. You could look up, look down. It's on a ball joint and a hinge joint. I think it's on that weird combo for the combined mode. I'm going to show you how to get to those modes, but I'm not going to show you it combined with something, because the only other figure I have is Ironhide, and that's just going to look fucking weird. You can combine them, but it's just going to look like a monstrosity. I do plan on getting the grapple version, which I think was called Roadblock sometime in the future, and I'll show them combined together when that does. Or if I ever able to get into storage and get to the hotshot, because I do have a hotshot, it's the Power Links version. Then we'll go over it then. But yeah. But anyways, oh yeah, we didn't even get into legs. Legs kind of go out that far due to the wheels. Go back that far, you'll see why later. That's more to do due to with the combining gimmick. You got a 90-degree knee bend, not bad. Leg goes up that far due to just truck cab. And I think this opens up, but like that's again for combined mode. But yeah, we'll get into vehicle mode first, because I can't remember this. I want to say that, okay, yeah, that comes off. Yeah. Okay, we're just going to take that off. You don't have to parts form it. You can keep it on there and transform it. It's not mandatory, but yeah. For vehicle mode, you want to close that face shield thing, his little ear wings, and like kind of cover his face, because he does a little peekaboo in robot mode. So, yeah. Because that's how that goes. There's this tab in right there. It'll loosely sit in there. Keyword is loosely. Then you want to just push the legs in, because the 5mm ports, that'll secure it. And then these will come out to kind of fill out the sides. Then just move the legs. And I don't think there's any tabs that really secure the arms in with the legs. They just kind of sit there. And then we just tab that back in. The hose is more or less what secures the arms together, because like you move it, that plugs in that hole, and yeah, there you go. And then, oh yeah, fold up the feet. Forgot to mention that. Fold up the feet, and yeah, oh yeah, and whenever you move this, that thing moves. The gimmick it does. It rolls. Yeah. Okay, we're going to combined mode. So for the robot mode, combined mode, what you want to do is move the legs back, but you want to kind of fold the feet back out, I think, and then there's this thing stuck on the inside of the leg. You want to pull that out. Okay, do it on both sides, then move that, and then, oh yeah, fold that piece back. You're gonna need that folded back. Okay, yeah, and then you. Okay, that's, I think, how that worked. Not 100% sure. It's No, that doesn't yet, because that's what I am no, because there's like hinges here. Yeah, I think the head sits back like this, and then these will kind of just hang there like guns. They're supposed to be like rocket turrets, and then what you do is you would take that back, and then the thing would just port on another figure, and you got torso mode. It looks better when it's combined with something that's a deluxe. I don't know how it would look on that one Optimus. You know the one, if you know what I'm talking about. The deluxe one they did for Energon, which was only 2-packed in the US. Oh, what's nice about these pieces, though, if you have them in robot mode, they create a great heel spur. Which I think is actually their intended purpose, is heels. But honestly, with how the figure's designed, it doesn't really need them as heels, but they work as that. And it's not painted at the bottom, so you don't have to worry about chippage, if that's something you're worried about. I prefer just to have them closed in foot mode, if I'm being completely honest. In combined mode, you probably want those out just because of the weight. But in regular robot mode, you honestly don't, and they kind of add more detail in robot mode. So, yeah. Okay, we're going to get to leg mode. So to get into leg mode, you have to parts form off that. Yeah. Yeah, the gross plastic. Yeah, you can tell I'm shooting the same day as I did the red alert. You just kind of sit them in there, and that's kind of how the legs work, but as a result, you can't really... They're a pair of good-looking legs, but you can't really pose them because of how that works. So... Inferno's a bad pair of legs, but a good-looking pair of... He's a good torso. We'll just get him back into regular robot mode. Gotta grab his head out of his butt. There we go. Energon Red Alert, or not Red Alert, Inferno is quite an interesting toy. He's definitely better than most figures of his era. And I still do have some fondness over this figure. Oh yeah, I forgot the Energon Star gimmick, which I don't have one to plop on there to show you. So, wait a minute. I think I do, but I don't feel like grabbing that. We saw in the Galvatron review, so there's that. But yeah. Wait a minute. I think you could peg this in his hand. Yeah. Pew pew. Okay. Okay, anyways. I pop this off, and yeah, it comes off, but you don't really get anything out of that. It just does that. But you gotta pull with force, so it's not like you're gonna like lose anything. Then I don't remember this missile being this shaped. I remember it being more like weirdly curvy. I don't know if that was the US release, so that way you didn't choke on it, but or I could be just misremembering the missile. But I remember it being the same color plastic as the Inferno. But yeah, I could be just misremembering things because Hot Shot also had that same colored plastic. The US version, anyways. But yeah, anyways, I recommend Inferno. He's one of the few Energon figures that are actually good. Also do recommend Roadblock as well because he's same mold, just different head and different colors. And he looks very nice. And also a different weapon arm. As his weapon arm is okay, I gotta straighten that out. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, no, he's good figure. He's not that big. He's like a close to your... He's a taller modern deluxe size, but a standard of the era. He's like, I think... I don't have anything like over here that's in a similar size. Okay, I had to go grab this, but yeah, he's approximately the same size as Demolisher. But yeah, overall, I recommend this figure to you guys. Anyways, been me qua. Peace.